Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chris, and this is my channel, Barnon11970. I think this is a very important video. Hopefully, people will watch this and share it and let other people see this because people really need to learn what's going on. And they need to make their own decisions, not just hear everything that the news media, governments, and politicians are trying to force down our throats because it is harming people. And one of the things I try and teach on my channel is sometimes tragedies and negativity and bad things in your life can actually, if you research them and if you take the time to look deeply in them, could actually help make your life better. And I really have a feeling that some of the wildfires that are going on, and my prayers out to anybody in those areas, I hope you are safe and your properties are protected, that this could actually be exposing the misinformation of what is going on as far as wearing masks to prevent yourself from the issues that are going on. I won't even mention it because as soon as you do, you'll automatically get flagged. And I want to make sure as many people watch this as possible. So I came across this article somebody left on my Facebook page. And they wrote that particle size of a wildfire smoke is zero point 0.7 to zero point 0.4 microns. Now, I tried to research the particle size of the wildfire smoke, and no matter where I went, what I saw was the particle size is actually 2.5, which is a lot bigger than what that post says. But let's just keep that in consideration that this is accurate, okay? COVID, 0.12 to zero point 0.3 microns. So the situation that's going around in this world, the microns for that is smaller than the wildfire smoke at, let's say, its minimum. Because like I said, if you research this, and I always recommend people do their own research, everything I found about the particle size of a wildfire smoke particle, they say on average is 2.5. Now, they did say something like cigarette smoke can go down to zero point 0.1. But we're talking wildfire. Different smoke is going to create different particles. Here's what the CDC had to say. Read this. Cloth masks that are used to slow the spread of this situation offer little protection against wildfire smoke. They do not catch small particles found in wildfire smoke that can harm your health. So the CDC is saying that you should not wear the cloth masks in these wildfires because they will not protect you. And if you scroll up here, and you could do your own research, the particles that you're wearing the mask for, supposedly, is actually smaller than the particle sizes of the wildfires. And I want you to see this for yourself. Okay, here's 3 different types of masks. And you can look this up yourself. You have the single-use mask, which a lot of people are wearing. You have the surgical masks, and you even have the N95 respirator masks. If you'll notice, the single-use, 3.0 microns, 95%. At best, 0.1. So it basically protects you from 95% of 3.0 microns. And it does have an X in front of it. So that means actually it does not get that low at all. Okay, let's go to the surgical mask. They have a USA and a Europe version. All 3 levels. So the United States ones are a little bit better because, as you could see, they don't go as low as 0.1 in the European ones. But the USA ones, it is greater than 95% at 3.0. Greater than 95% at 0.1. So it will barely get some of the particles. And that's just in forest fires. It won't stop you from having respiratory problems. Now let's go to the N95. How many people do you see wearing these thinking they're protective? Now most people I see all the time are wrapping their sweater around their face or wearing, a bandana or a piece of cloth, which is worse than any of these. So I'm not even talking about those, because they offer you no protection at all other than making it more difficult for you to breathe. Okay, but we're going to go, there's two different versions of respirator masks. As you can see, the N95s. They have a 95% chance, up to 99%, of up to 0.3 microns. Now, again, the smoke particles, and this is the website I went to, and I checked many of them. I'm just on this website now. Wildfire smoke particles, classified 2.5. But like I said, if you just go by this article, 0.7 to 0.4, it shows that the microns of the wildfire smoke will not be able to be effective. The current you-know-what situation is even smaller, because at their maximum, they're at the minimum level of anything protecting you at all, with all of those masks that I showed. But it goes down as low as 0.012. So CDC is saying that the cloth masks will not protect you in these forest fires, which is probably why you will never see a fireman go into a burning building wearing a cloth mask. And yet, those particles are bigger than the very thing that they are telling you will protect you. This is leaving people very exposed to health-related issues that will maybe not affect them right away, but maybe a year, 5 years, or 10 years down the line, damaging or potentially damaging your body. So I'm not here with any political views. I'm not here with any kind of agenda, because I'm not making money whether you buy a mask or don't buy a mask, whether you wear a mask or don't wear a mask. What you do and don't do does not affect me at all. But unlike the media, I want to give you all different perspectives so you can formulate your own opinion. The media will not do that. The government will not do that. The educational department in the schools will not do that. They are all fear-based because they're making lots of money. How many people are selling masks now? Making millions upon millions of dollars on people's fear. I mean, I'm old enough to know Y2K. When it was about to turn the year 2000, we all thought, because the rumors were, that planes were going to fall out of the sky and computers would shut down and it would destroy the life as we know it. I remember New Year's Eve of 1999 watching, because I lived in New York, watching the ball drop, and everybody saying, "Oh my God, I heard there are 35,000 body bags just ready for all the people that died." Didn't happen. I remember back when AIDS first was known in the early 80s, where if you spit on somebody, you were arrested for attempted murder, and people were afraid to touch somebody with AIDS. Okay, remember 2012, when people said that's the end of the world? How many times have they said there are meteors and asteroids that are coming? How many fear-based systems do you have to go through before you realize, because you need real eyes to realize, that it's a tactic to keep you in a lower vibrational energy so they can feed off of you? And by meaning feeding off of you, feeding off of your energy, your labor, your time, your money. Because it creates, you create labor to create your money, most people. Unless you're in the stock market or you have a trust fund. Their job is to take as much of that from you as possible. I mean, look at the shutdowns. You didn't see any major businesses like Walmart or McDonald's shut down, but you saw all the small businesses shut down. So does that mean that particular particle only goes to small businesses and people of the large corporations are immune to this situation? Or is it more likely a way to get rid of your competition by eliminating small businesses who may be taking some of the business away from those large greedy corporations? Politicians are not going to relinquish the power that they have anytime too soon. I've seen so many people posting on Facebook, oh, I cannot wait for 2020 to be over. I can't wait for it to hit New Year's Eve and New Year's Day 2021. Like all of a sudden everything's going to get better. The politicians are loving the fact that they can say anything. They can distort the truth. They can fabricate numbers and give misleading information, which a lot of it has been debunked at this point. The CDC admits fudging the numbers greatly. But try and find that on MSNBC or CNN or even Fox News. Because they're not going to relinquish this power until people decide to take it back. And when I mean take it back, I don't mean violence. But people are being lied to. Or at the very least, the information is not as accurate as it was led to believe. You can make up your own mind. And somebody said 2 people thumbed it down before I started. I mean, if people want to do that, they're only hurting themselves, so let them. If that's the kind of experience they want in their life is to be nothing but negative, let them. But as you can see, they're telling you, the CDC made a post saying that the cloth masks that people are wearing offer little protection against wildfire smoke. And those particle sizes are bigger than the whole reason they tell you to wear those masks in the first place. So these wildfires might be there to help expose their, at very least, inaccuracies, and at the very most, their flat-out lies. I'll let you decide. Again, if you want to wear your mask, go right ahead. But like any pill with a side effect, you don't swallow the pill and then all of a sudden, most of the time, feel the effect. Which, by the way, if you've actually heard, they had to stop the vaccines. And I won't give names to any of the vaccines because I'm not about to promote any vaccine company. Which, by the way, you're not allowed to sue any vaccination company, even if they are 100% purposely trying to hurt you. But one person in the test ended up getting an illness that they don't know could ever be cured from taking this vaccine. And they had to shut it down. Sometimes the bad things are there to help you see better things if you pay attention to them. So to me, these wildfires, yes, they are devastating. It's bad. I wish people nothing but the best. My prayers are out there to anybody going through that. But the CDC just made a big mistake using these fires as an example because it exposes their, again, I will just say at the very best, a error in information, and at worst, they're flat-out lies. You be the judge of what you want to do. But let other people watch this video. Let them make up their own mind. You're going to have to take them to this video and let them see it with you in person, because even if you share the link, most likely it will not be allowed to be opened, and I'm sure my video will be demonetized, which means very limited access to see this. So if you want to record it, please do, because I don't care about making money. I care about the information. Is it nice to make money? Of course it is. But as you can see, that is not my #1 goal. I'm not here to say, oh, give me money. and I'll give you the information. But yeah, I got to pay bills too. So it sucks that they're going to take away, as they do on most of my videos, but I'll still put it up regardless. So I need your help. Get this information out there. Take a image of this and post it on your social networks. Get people to understand, or what I like to call understand, we're being misled. And we, the people, have to take this back peacefully by not participating. I have yet to wear a mask, and I go to stores all the time. When that issue came up with the United States Postal Service that I made a video about, probably about a month and a half ago, I stopped going to them. I will not give them my money anymore. I now go to UPS. Screw them. You have to make a stand, but you have to do it the right way. As we could see throughout this country, these protests, and I use that very facetiously, that word, are not making unification, are not helping their cause, and is not helping their communities. So, as they say, you can do the same thing over and over again and expect different results, which is the definition of insanity, or you can decide there must be a better way. I'll leave it up to you. So I thought I would give this information. Some people will love it. Some people are absolutely just going to put their nose in the air and say it's absolutely ridiculous, and they are so set in their ways, there's nothing you can do for those people, and I'm not even going to try. Everybody has their own path. If your path is filled with stubbornness and you are unwilling to listen to anything and do nothing but argue your side without any hearing of any other side, good luck with that path. I guarantee you it will not take you anywhere happy. What you do with this information is up to you. I care enough to share it. Let's see what you do. So thanks to the 20 people that cared enough to thumb this up. 33 people out of my 47,000 subscribers are watching. I want to give a big thumbs up sarcastically to YouTube for hiding this information. But as you can see, they can hide most of it, but they can't hide it from everyone. So what you guys do to help my channel is up to you. If you want to pass on this information without even mentioning my channel, I don't care, because it's about the information, not about me. So to the Freedom Ministry too, thank you for thumbing it up. To everybody that took the time to watch this, I appreciate it. And let's expose these frauds for what they are. You know, people like Bill Gates, Fauci, they have money invested in these vaccines. They have money invested in all of this. They're making tons of money off of the people based on scaring them, some people to death. If you think those are leaders that represent truth, honor, discipline, then keep following them. Because if a year ago you asked people if you trusted politicians, most people would laugh at that question of how funny it is. But yet there are people now that are willing to risk their livelihood and their lives of their, not them, just themselves, but their family, their friends, and their children, based on the words of these very people that most people wouldn't trust at all. So if a mask cannot protect you from a wildfire, and the CDC mentions it here as that it does not, and the particular reason that they told you to wear the masks are even smaller than the wildfire smoke, well, you do the math, you figure it out. If you want to keep wearing them, God bless you, have a wonderful time. I will not strap one of those muzzles on my face ever. Because as you could see, they are not doing what you are being told. And they are harming you. They are harming your family. They are harming your loved ones. And YouTube and Facebook and all of them can say, oh, this is untrue, all they want, and they can block it all they want. The truth shall set you free. What you believe is your truth is up to you. I'm sharing mine. What you do with it is up to you. Thank you for listening. Be safe out there. Again, my prayers to anybody that is dealing with those wildfires. But if you look at it from a bigger point of view, of like I always say, of taking something negative and finding the positive out of it, maybe they were created to help expose the fraud that could be literally killing thousands of people and many thousands more in the future. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. I'll see you next time I make a video.